Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you like puzzles or if you'd like to see me struggle to solve one and have a laugh at my expense, then you're at the right address. So please like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be trying my hand at Colors in the Night 7 by Villse. If you'd like to give it a go, there will be a link in the description below. If you do, please let me know how you fared and what you thought of it. Right, let's read the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, column, and 3x3 box. Anti-knight. Cells separated by a knight's move in chess cannot contain the same digit. Right. So, a knight in chess moves what's called an L move. So if the knight is in row 5, column 5, then it can go to any of those squares. It says, well, one orthogonal and one diagonal, as long as the diagonal is away from the knight. So whatever we put here, we can't repeat in any of those 8 squares. XV, cells separated by a V, sum to 5, and cells separated by an X, sum to 10. All V's and X's are given. Ooh, all V's and X's are given. Now, watch and see how many times I'm going to forget that constraint. Kropki dots, cells separated by a black dot, have a 1 to 2 ratio. Not all dots are necessarily given. Happy solving. Thanks. Right. Sip of tea. Restart. And see what we can do. Right. So these are all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Now there is a tip in the title, right? Colors in the night. So it is a coloring exercise, which is partly why I wanted to do this puzzle, right? But what are we supposed to color? Are we coloring high and low, as in less than 5 and more than 5? That sounds very logical. But as well, because there is an anti-knight, we might need to have them in different colors and try to figure out where each digit is exactly, well, or at least every cell. So instead of those, as in, let's take an example. Those are all 1 to 4, right? But if we actually, you do have, of course, 4 digits between 1 and 4, right? I'm not spilling any secrets here. So if we actually, maybe not these colors. Which colors are best? It's going to be difficult. Right, let's actually do 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be confusing, but it's fine because it's not actually 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like just colors, right? Long story long, what I wanted to point out is that this one, while it says, well, from 1 to 4, it's exactly this 1 to 4, so it's green again. Why is that? Because it's definitely not those by normal Sudoku rules, right? We can't repeat digits in the same row. But as well, by anti-knight means that this one is not, what's that? Maroon, red, I don't know. So it's green. I think I'm going to do that. Color each one separately, and we'll see where we get. To everyone's horror, I think, because this is going to become like an artist's palette. Not that I'm pretending that I'm an artist. It's just the palette, where you've mixed all the colors, not the art itself. Right, this one has to be the aforementioned red/maroon, which means that this one has to be the blue, right? Which actually I could have done that here without resorting to the anti-knight, but well, that's what I saw first because I was thinking about the anti-knight that I'm going to forget, but it's the same reasoning, right? Now here's where it gets a bit more difficult. Here is where it gets more difficult. Because the x's are one low and one high, right? Actually, I do know. Oh, that's very interesting. I know this one. I was looking here, but this one is... I know that this isn't a low digit, right? Because we've exhausted all the low digits here, 4 of them. So that's a high digit. We don't know what it is, but we're going to start coloring from, well, from here. So yellow. And yellow goes with the missing low digit, which is in this particular case, what is it? I can't see it. Oh, this one. Salmon. Pink. Okay. Right. So I know I have a low digit here and a low digit there. So we're going to need, one of them is going to be red plus whatever goes with red. We still have to figure it out, right? And one of them is going to be a blue. Oh, did I use blue again twice? No, that's correct. What did I use? Oh no, this is correct. It's this one. It's going very well. And one of them is going to be blue with whatever goes with blue, right? Well, that's not really useful though, is it? As in, this one is going to be twice of one of them and twice of the other, whatever it is. We don't know in which order. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about, but where am I going with that? So whatever we use here is definitely not one of those. We know that it can't be green. And we know that it can't be pink. So it's either red with whatever goes with red or blue with whatever goes with blue. That's still to be decided, right? Okay. Brilliant. One of those is green. This is not green, neither is this one, but there's enough places for green, right? Do I know what that is? Well, this is a high digit. I know that. But I don't... Oh, I know it's not yellow. Oh, that might be interesting. I know it's not yellow because of the anti-knot. So this is another high digit. Let's say... What is that? I'm gonna be at loss for color names now if I want to use just normal basic color names. We'll stick to salmon for this one and we'll call this one pink. Right, so actually this is either 3-6 or 4-8, right? That's the only... These are the only two combinations that work. Right. So now I know that... Oh, this is 3-4 as well. I don't know if that's really useful, but let's... So this is 1-2. Right. Right. It's 1, 2, 3 here. Have to keep in mind as well, we can't have 5 on X and we can't have 5 on V, right? Because V adds up to 5 though. And X would need 2 5s. But I can't see any place where that is useful yet. It's not really useful. Maybe there is somewhere, but I don't see it. Right. So what am I supposed to look at next then? What am I supposed to look at next? Yellow. Where's pink? There's lots of, there are 3 places at least. And I can say that neither of these are blue, for instance, right? From the anti-knot. So if this is blue, then if this was blue and whatever goes with blue, maybe this wasn't a good idea, but I don't know. We'll see. Coloring this one, I mean. Then this couldn't be blue, and this one would have to be blue. That doesn't really matter though, does it? It doesn't look like it. This one isn't red for obvious reasons. So if this is red with whatever goes with red, then it has to be red here. But can I have 2 blues? Is there a... Oh, sorry, can't have 2 blues. That's obvious. I mean, can I have 2 reds? Is that my mobile making that much noise? That's weird. Right. Can I have 2 reds? Would that be problematic somehow? We're gonna need a red here, but it doesn't have to be this one in any case. But both of them are okay. What's the impact on box number 3? Those can't be red then, neither can this one. We still have 3 places. That doesn't look like it's getting somewhere. That doesn't look like it's getting somewhere. Maybe this one is more interesting, I don't know. Whatever we put here has to be there. 2 of them. So they could be here. Oh, actually, they do have to be here. They do have to be here. Oh, right. I almost forgot about the negative constraint. All X and V's are given in any case. Yeah. So whatever we put here is there. Brilliant, but does it matter? Then can I do anything with this? I don't think so, because both of these are not going to be here. That's obvious. Right. I know that this one can't be green now. I don't know how that would help. But this one can't be green, so one of these two is a green. Again, not very interesting. Again, not very interesting. Well, maybe it's time for a sip of tea. And read the rules quickly while I'm taking the sip of tea, as was recently instructed, just to make sure that I didn't forget something. Doesn't look like it. Kropki Dots, XV, all X and V's, but not all Kropki. Anti-knight, yeah. Anti-knight. Okay, let's just do a small exercise. One of those is blue, right? But that's 4 of them. If one of these is blue, I'm trying to figure out where can't we have red, because we can't have blue and red next to each other without a V, right? Okay, so far so good. What does that mean, though? Well, we can't have red here or there, sure, but there are. Well, one of these is red. Does it matter? Yeah, it means that this one isn't red. That's interesting. This one isn't blue either, is it? Because one of these have to be blue. So this isn't blue or red. These are, well, okay. I need to actually color. And red is not in any of these. So one of these is red. That's red, right? Does that help me? Does that help me? If this one isn't red, well, it can't be this one, right? Yeah, it can. Because blue could be here, right? Of course. Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting. I do not know what I was expecting. Since it's obvious that one of them is here. Yeah. That doesn't seem to resolve anything, does it? That does not seem to resolve anything. What about these? One of them is 5, right? And the other one has to be the X counterpart to green and the X counterpart to salmon. This one couldn't be the X counterpart to green, but I presume it could be the X counterpart to salmon, which is yellow. Doesn't look like that would be a problem, right? That's not very useful either. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. I am not sure what I'm supposed to do. Those are the same. Those are the same. So they have to be one of these. If it's that one, then they are a high digit. And this one would have to be salmon, right? Because it can't be green, because otherwise we'd need an X here, right? And it's definitely not those. So it's definitely green then. Does it matter if this is salmon? Because these aren't. These aren't. We'll have two. One of these becomes salmon as well, and then we would need one of... No, this would have to be salmon then. I might have overcomplicated it, and maybe I should have just started with low and high and try to figure that out. But that shouldn't be a problem. I should still be able to see low and high, right? So in theory, in theory, in theory. It's either this one is blue or these two are red. Not at the same time. How would that be a problem? I don't know. I would like to know, but I don't. So one of these would have to be red. It's again, it's... Is it about where blue and red are here? Because, yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting, because we need blue and red there in box number 3, right? But if one of them was in the middle, we couldn't place the other because there are no V's here. So this isn't. And these are blue and red, but this one can't be red. So this is blue. That's red. Okay. So this one would have to be... This one would have to be salmon, right? Now. Okay, now we have all of them here. What am I still missing there? Oh, green. Green. But green is still in 2 places. Green is in 2 places. Right. Do I know more now? I know that this isn't yellow. So one of these is yellow. Is this progress or is that just coloring one extra box? And which country's flag is this? I don't think this color is any country's flag. I definitely don't know. It's just not a color that I think I've seen frequently on flags. Sip of tea. What could have that helped? Then I still don't know if this is red or not, right? And I still don't know if this is blue or not. What is this? It's not whatever green is, and it's not whatever green is. Whatever is the complement of green in, the base 10 or the complement of blue, and it's not this one, whatever that is, because I have no idea, right? These are not related. As far as I know, this could be 8 and this could be 2, so that those could be could add up to 10. Of course, they could add up to 10 with the... No, not with green. Yeah, well, it could add up with green, and then we can't put it here anyway. It's one of those, whatever adds up to green, and it's one of these. That's not useful. That's not useful. Do I need to color all of these here and see how that helps? I'm not sure how that is going to help at all. These could be salmon. All of those could be green. Nah, that doesn't sound like it's useful at all, no. If this is red, no, this can't be red. If this is blue, and this is the complement of blue, would that matter? Doesn't look like it, because I still can't put the complement of blue then in 1, 2 places, right? Hold on, the complement of blue, no, it could be this one. Let's not start jumping to conclusions. It's too early in the night to jump to conclusions. Right, so what do I need here still? I need three high digits and a 5. Can I eliminate any? Ah, this one can't be blue. It's as simple as that. I'm an idiot. This one can't be blue. So this couldn't be blue and whatever is next to blue. So this one has to be blue. And this is whatever is next to blue. Yeah, see, this wasn't the correct way of coloring. Let's leave it as that. I'll use this color for that. And then here we need maroon, red, and we'll put, what did I not use yet? Light blue. Right. Right. Okay. So these had to be maroon and light blue as well, right? Because one of them is. So if one of them is, then the other is the counterpart, right? Okay. Right. Maybe that's useful now. One of those well, not this one. One of these has to be red. One of these has to be red. If this is red, no, that doesn't work. Because if this is red, then this one would have to be red as well. That's doesn't work because we definitely have a red here. So this one isn't red. Isn't red. This one is red. Right. And that means this isn't red. Those aren't red. These two aren't red. And this one isn't either. So this one becomes red. Okay. That helps with these. Would I get all the reds? No, blue, red still doesn't matter. One of these, well, one of these, this one has to be red. Right. Right, but now I know where light blue is as well, right? Because it can't be here because it needs red. It can't be here because we definitely have a light blue. It can't be those here because they are next to a red and there are no X's. So it has to be there. Right. And that means that it's one of those. Not as helpful. What about in other boxes? What can we eliminate? What can I eliminate here? Well, it's one of these. That's not really eliminating, is it? Well, it's not this one because it has to be in one of those, right? Ah, okay. Right, so let's start here. No. That's not true. I'm hallucinating again. It's in one of these. That's a lot of options. That's a lot of options. What about in box 6? This one isn't. Neither are these. So it's one of those. It can't be this one though, right? Because then it would require. It's not that. So it's one of these. It's one of these. It's one of these. Maybe it was more interesting to look here. Maybe not. It's one of those, right? All of the others would require a red, which is already gone. So it's one of these. Did that help me now? There it did. It did. That's useful. That is useful. Right. So I did get all of the light blue. Well, I mean, practically, let's say we got all of the light blues and reds. Those will have to be resolved by this, I think, eventually. If we figure out that this one is that would be great. I don't know how we're going to do that, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right, so now salmon here is not there because of anti-knight. It's not there because of good old Sudoku. So it's one of these. And do we know what's... Yeah, it's yellow. Okay. That's useful. That's useful. Maybe. Where's green? One of these are green. One of these are green. We don't care about that, right? As in, unless we know that this is salmon, then that's great, but we don't know that yet, do we? Okay, where's yellow here? It's in one of those. One of those is yellow. But if this one is yellow, then this one would have to be salmon. So that's not possible. So that's yellow. That's salmon. Which means that that's not salmon. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh yeah, it does work. Oh, phew. I was confused. It's my natural state. Right, so this one becomes salmon. So far, so good. Which means that that one is salmon. Ah. Okay, so this one, is that correct? No, that's not correct. I can't make any assumptions. I can't make any assumptions about that, right? If this is red, this could be, if this is red and it's 4 and 1, this could be 8, and this could be 4 and 2, and this would be 2 and 3. So yeah, it still works, I think. Let's leave it for now. Okay, where is this one? Is salmon here, right? Which means that that one is yellow. Does that give me more yellows? I don't know. One of these is yellow, and one of these is yellow. One of these is yellow. Do I know? Doesn't look like it. This isn't yellow, so one of these is yellow, right? This one's yellow because of that, which means that one of these is yellow. Doesn't. Oh, this one isn't yellow. Yeah. Anti-night is... I don't know what I was going to say. Confusing? It's not confusing. Difficult to keep in mind? Yeah, just for me though. Right. More tea. More tea. I have to figure out what the rest are, right? That has to... We'll have to find a 5 eventually. Ah, there it is. That's a 5. Ask and you shall receive, right? Because in box number 4, we can't have 5 in any of these. And those two are already colored in stuff that aren't 5. So that's a 5. So we're off. It only took 36 minutes and 20 seconds to get one digit. Right. Right. So now I need a 5 here, which means that that becomes a 5, and it's not green. That one is green. And this is the last color that we didn't use yet. Is brown acceptable? Yeah, I was calling this brown as well. No, I wasn't. I said maroon and red. Yeah, okay. So this is brown. Okay. All right. So where's green now? It's in one of these. Right. And green with X is... We don't know yet, right? Green and X, we don't know. Green is with brown, right? Green is with brown. I think so. So one of those are green, and green, yeah. Okay, I know that one of those, right? I'm not mistaken. Well, it's very probable, but we have 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, so green is still the missing one with brown, right? So this can't be brown. It's one of these. Oh, it's obvious here, though. I should have started there. This is brown, right? Which means that one of these is brown, and if one of these is brown, then the other one is green. Right, so what am I still missing? What am I still missing? I'm missing blue and purple. That's, well, I thought I was calling this pink. I'm so confused. This one. This one. Yeah. One moment. Mobile phone. Oh, I might have to take a break. Depending on the next message. But in any case, it's not the worst place to actually take a 15 minutes break. I can maybe refresh my tea. Right. I was doing green. Okay, where is green? It's not here. It's not there. So one of those is green. Not right. One of these is green. One of these is green. One of these is green. Can this be green? This would be blue. No, this can't be green because then we would need brown, right? So this one is green. And if that one is green, then one of these is green. Okay, no, it's not. Right. Well, what am I still missing here? Maybe that would help. Oh, this has become... I don't know if I prefer colors or letters for these kind of things, to be honest. Colors just become... Once we get to this part, it's way too confusing for me. I might really prefer letters. But yeah. In any case, what am I still missing? I'm missing, well, deep blue, which can't be here. So that's blue. Right. Then, oh, well, if this is green, then this is 5. Well, wake up. Wake up. Still no message, so fine. Right. Blue would mean that this isn't blue. Would mean that this is blue, though. And would mean that this isn't green, because this would have to be pink. Which means that that's green. Which means that this isn't green, and that is. And then I would need a green here, and if I put a green, then it's brown as well, right? Does that help me? Depends. Where's brown here? Where is brown? I don't know, do I? Oh, but I know that this isn't green. So this is green, right? This isn't green, so this one is green. Right, not brown, not green. Right, one of these have to be brown, can't be next to this one, so it's that, which means that one of these is brown, and one of these is brown. It can't be this one, so that's brown. Oh, that's interesting. Getting very close to where brown is. Brown is one of these two. Okay. What am I still missing here, though? What am I still missing here? Light blue, we have yellow. Well, I'm missing a 5. Shouldn't forget about the 5, which I promptly did actually, because this is a 5. One of these is a 5, and that's a 5, so that's a 5. Which means... doesn't mean anything yet, does it? Oh, one of these is a 5. Yeah, so So one of these is a 5. Yeah. And these aren't 5, so one of those is a 5. This isn't 5 then, this isn't 5, so this becomes a 5. And if that is a 5, then this one is a 5, and it's not brown. Right. Right. So now I'm here I'm missing a brown, and please tell me not something that goes with brown. Well, the only thing that goes with brown is green, and that's done. But what's the other one? It's pink, isn't it? And pink couldn't be next to blue. We don't care. Okay. So it's pink and brown. Oh, this one has to be pink, of course, as well. Right. I'm missing pink there as well, so that's pink. This would have to be pink as well. So one of those is pink. I have to figure out what the remaining colors are in all of these. I have templates now, more than one, so. One sec. This is confusing. Time wasting, waiting for a message and not knowing. Right. What are the missing colors? Blue, then dark blue, and not brown, not yellow, not light blue. Oh, 5. Yeah, that could have taken very long. Okay, but here we need a 5 here, which means that this isn't yellow. This is, and this isn't white. This isn't blue. So this becomes a 5. And this becomes a 5. Right. That helps, because this is now yellow. And whatever I'm still missing. It's not 5. So what am I missing? Dark blue. And dark blue. Okay, this isn't yellow. So that one is. And this one is a 5, of course. Right, now we have all the 5s. So this is, well, this was never a 5, but what is it? It's brown. Okay, so now I have to figure out. Hold on. Yeah, one sec. I don't need to go, but I do need to send a message. One sec. Right, at least I can attempt to finish this. I have some time. Right, so how can I... That's next to blue. Right. And the other one, no, that's the same one next to blue. And the other one is next to green. As in, yeah. next to green. You know what I mean? That didn't help though, did it? Any other way I can do this? Okay, so I have to rely on being able to do this. This wasn't resolved either. Well, there was no way this was going to be resolved without me actually knowing what that is. Okay, now I'm really confused. I'm supposed to now be able to solve this, right? How? How am I supposed to solve this? All of these, well, I mean, not these. All of these are 3, 4. Okay. But this could still be 3, 4, right? Yeah. I'm really confused. I am really confused. I don't know if that helps, but I'm doing it. So these are 8, 9. Okay, but that still works. That still works. And these are from 1, 2, 3, 4 still as well. Okay. One, two, three, four. So this is hold on. If this is blue, then it's from 6, it's 6 or 8, right? And if it's not, then it's 1 or 2. Or 4. If it's this, actually, if it's not, it's definitely 4. It's not 1 or 2. If this is if this is red, then it has to be 4. If it's blue, then it could be 6 or 8. So this is definitely not 1, for what it's worth. And this is definitely not 4 then. Right. Did that help? Obviously not. Obviously not. How did I get 1, 2, 3? It's completely bull. That's no. Please tell me I didn't do that more often. This is, of course, not. It's 6, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. There's a very. If this is 8, if this is 6, then this would be 4 in any case. And this would have to be 1. This would be 3. This seems plausible. 8 would give me 4 and 2. No, hold on. 8 is not an option because the other one can't be 2. Oh, right. So this is 4, 6. Did I do this correctly or not? It's very probable that I didn't. If this is red, then it can't be 3 because this can't be 6. Right, it has to be 4. And if this is blue, then it's a high digit and it has to be 6 or 8. But 8 would require a 2, it's not allowed, so it's a 6. So these are 4, 6. And that's actually a 4. Right, so now we do get a digit. Well, besides the 5, you know what I mean. That's a 4, right? Which means that that is a 6. We don't know what that is, right? Do we? We don't. It's no, it's not a 6. It's an 8. But because this is not an X, it's a. Do we know what that is? This isn't a 4 anymore. Which means that this isn't a 6. Oh, that's an 8. Then this is definitely 7. Okay, which means that this is definitely 3. Which means that this is 6. It is 6, and these are 4. And 4 is red, so not light blue, and these are light blue. Right, so now we know all of those are 6. All of the light blue, but that. What am I still missing? These aren't 3 or 4. These aren't 3 or 4. So blues are 8 and 9. Should be able to resolve that somehow, right? I would if I knew what that one is, but I didn't seem. Am I missing something? And very probable, but what? Doesn't look like it. Interesting. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. If this was brown, then this would have to have a. No, Kropki Dots were not. No. Kropki Dots were not. Be careful. Kropki Dots were not. Oh, right. I know what that is. Of course. We can't look at the easy part. We have to try and imagine a solution. Right. So that's 8, which means that those are actually brown, and these are pink. And pink was 9, and brown was 8. Right. Colorful, isn't it? Well, moment of truth. Yay! Well, that was great. I'm pretty sure that it was. I did take my sweet time in a couple of places, right? I mean, I was going to say I don't think that 60 minutes is the average time to solve this. I think this was way over average. So, but hey, it's 60 times of fun. So 60 minutes of fun. So don't complain. I don't want to hear any complaining. No one's ever complained, but I think it depends on how you look at it. And the amount of people who click away after 5 minutes is quite high, so maybe that's complaining. Not maybe. Well, okay, I'll shut up. If you did like it though, please like and subscribe, and maybe share, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.